Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradari, Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravana Chari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Tagore Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad-Gita As It Is. I'm going to go through Bhagavad-Gita As It Is. Then I'm going to re-go through Bhagavatam. So never ending. Start from the beginning. This book is the book that changed my life. Okay. I read this same version back in like 20 years ago. And I went from spiritually ignorant to enlightened just by reading this book. Changed my whole life. And then I became a monk. I found this book in America, in the forest. In the forest. It was on a table and I took it. My friend's like, hey, take that book. And I was like, okay. Because there was a stack of books in a forest on a table. True story. Okay. So let's read. We're going to start from the beginning. I'm going to read the foreword. I'm just going to read the foreword. I'm going to read a couple pages every day. The Bhagavad Gita is the best known and the most frequently translated of Vedic religious texts. Why it should be so appealing to the Western mind is an interesting question. It has drama, for its setting is a scene of two great armies, banners flying, drawn up opposite one another on the field, poised for battle. It has ambiguity, and the fact that Arjuna and his charioteer Krishna are carrying on their dialogue between the two armies suggests the indecision of Arjuna about the basic question: should he enter battle against and kill those who are friends and kinsmen? It has mystery, as Krishna demonstrates to Arjuna his comic form. It has a properly complicated view of the ways of the religious life and treats of the paths of knowledge, works, discipline, and faith, and their interrelationships, problems that have bothered adherents of other religions in other times and places. The devotion spoken of is a deliberate means of religious satisfaction, not a mere outpouring of poetic emotion. Next to the Bhagavad Puran, a long work from South India, the Gita is the text most frequently quoted in the philosophical writings of the Gaudiya Vaishnava school, the school represented by Swami Bhaktivedanta as the latest in a long succession of teachers. It can be said that this school of Vaishnavism was founded or received by Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 1486 to 1533 in Bengal, and that it is currently the strongest single religious force in the eastern part of the Indian subcontinent. The Gaudiya Vaishnava school, for whom Krishna is himself the supreme God and not merely an incarnation of another deity, sees bhakti as an immediate and powerful religious force consisting of love between man and God. Its discipline consists of devoting all one's actions to the deity, and one listens to the stories of Krishna from the sacred texts. One chants Krishna's name, washes, bathes, and dresses the murti of Krishna, feeds him, and takes the remains of the food offered to him. Thus, absorbing his grace, one does these things and many more until one has been changed. The devotee has become transformed into one close to Krishna and sees the Lord face to face. Swami Bhaktivedanta comments upon the Gita from a point of view that is legitimate. More than that, in his translation, the Western reader has a unique opportunity of seeing how a Krishna devotee interprets his own texts. It is the Vedic exegetical tradition. I don't know that word. It's a new word. Justly famous in action. This book is then a welcome addition from many points of view. It can serve as a valuable textbook for the college student. It allows us to listen to a skilled interpreter explicating a text which has profound religious meaning. It gives us insight into the original and highly convincing ideas of the Gaudiya Vaishnava school. Providing the Sanskrit in both Devanagari and transliteration, it offers the Sanskrit specialist the opportunity to reinterpret or debate particular Sanskrit meanings, although I think there will be a little disagreement about the quality of Swami's Sanskrit scholarship. And finally, for the non-specialists, there is a readable English and devotional attitude which cannot help but move the sensitive reader. And there are paintings which, incredibly as it may seem to those familiar with the contemporary Indian religious art, were done by American devotees. The scholar, the student of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, and the increasing number of Western readers interested in classical Vedic thought have been done a service by Swami Bhaktivedanta. By bringing us a new and living interpretation of a text already known to many, he has increased our understanding manyfold, and arguments for understanding in these days of estrangement need not be made. Professor Edward C. Demock, Jr., Department of South Asian Languages and Civilization, University of Chicago. Okay. Now let's read the preface. Originally, I wrote Bhagavad-Gita As It Is in the form in which it is presented now. When this book was first published, the original manuscript was unfortunately cut short to less than 400 pages, without illustrations, and without explanations for most of the original verses of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita and all of my other books, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Ishopanishad, etc. The system is that I give the original verse its English transliteration, word for word Sanskrit English equivalents, translations, and purports. This makes the book very authentic and scholarly and makes the meaning self-evident. I was not happy, therefore, when I had to minimize my original manuscript. But later on, when the demand for Bhagavad Gita As It Is considerably increased, I was requested by many scholars and devotees to present the book in its original form, and Messrs. Macallan and Company agreed to publish the complete edition. Thus, the present attempt is to offer the original manuscript of this great book of knowledge with full parampara explanation in order to establish the Krishna consciousness movement more soundly and progressively. Our Krishna consciousness movement is genuine, historically authorized, natural, and transcendental due to its being based on Bhagavad Gita As It Is. It is gradually becoming the most popular movement in the entire world, especially amongst the younger generation. It is becoming more and more interesting to the older generation also. Older gentlemen are becoming interested, so much so that the fathers and grandfathers of my disciples are encouraging us by becoming members of our great society, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. In Los Angeles, many fathers and mothers used to come to see me to express their feelings of gratitude for my leading the Krishna consciousness movement throughout the entire world. Some of them said that it is greatly fortunate for the Americans that I have started the Krishna consciousness movement in America. But actually, the original father of this movement is Lord Krishna himself, since it was started a very long time ago, but is coming down to human society by disciplic succession. If I have any credit in this connection, it does not belong to me personally, but it is due to my eternal spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya 108 Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. It's interesting reading this because it's like the history, right? He probably wrote this in he wrote this in 1971. So it's a blast from the past, my friends. That's it. That's all I'm reading for today. Okay. So Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I need to get a Krishna book. I'm going to get a Krishna book. I can't find my Krishna book. I'm going to read Krishna book every night too. You're welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaurani Tai, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Radha Shamasundar, Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Yamuna Devi, Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham. Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gora Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo, Nitai Gora Premanandi Haribo, Jaya Sri Radhe Sham. You have been blessed, my children. Now carry on with your life. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare